The following material has been edited to prevent copyright issues. All images, text, and art are owned by the respective companies. Please support the comic book industry by purchasing these books. This video is powered by My City Pulse, a geomapping app that lets you know all the happening events and promotions around the city. Download it on iOS and Android for free. Hey guys, this is Devashish from Otaku Next. Today I'm going to cover another story about one of the most popular and iconic comic book characters, the Batman. We will explore the tie-in for the Dark Knight's heavy metal saga that deals specifically with Batman and his importance to the Dark Multiverse and the DC Universe. It was supposed to be the last war, the one that would end it all, the final battle between good and evil. We couldn't have been more wrong, Dan. On Earth Zero, we are witness to a meeting going on between different special forces groups at Argus headquarters. We see Amanda Waller, the head of Argus, Colonel Steve Trevor, General Lang, Father Time, and Colonel Jonas. The leaders of these organizations have come together to deal with the issues of the Dark Knights. As the meeting progresses, no one can actually come to a decision on what method to approach. General Lang proposes they drop a nuclear warhead named Valhalla. This bomb incorporated sonic technology along with harnessed red sun radiation. This bomb was specifically made to neutralize Superman. Every other head of their respective organizations disagree on the use of the warhead. While the quarreling continues, the alarms go off. To everyone's shock and horror, the Merciless breaks through the war room. As he is dishing out unholy justice, he tells himself, "Look at them playing at war. I've lived my war practically my whole life. My war started when I was 8 years old." As the soldiers open fire, the Merciless observes and states, "Their eyes shine with the fervor and fear. They have a mission, a duty, just as I did a long time ago." After thinking to himself, he slaughters the guards that try to apprehend him. In panic, General Lang hits the coordinates for the nuclear warhead Valhalla. He directs the attack on where they are located. A scuffle breaks out and Colonel Steve Trevor pins General Lang to the floor, stopping him from releasing the bomb. However, just as he controls the situation, Amanda Waller points a gun at Steve Trevor, tells him, by sacrificing the lives of millions, they are saving billions. During this little scuffle, the Merciless is observing and thinking to himself, "She loved a man before me, son. Trevor, an honorable soldier who died in the early days of war." With these words, we know that Steve Trevor from the Dark Multiverse has died. As the Merciless continues, we are taken to Earth -12. Ares had forged a helmet that would amplify his powers 100-fold. Overnight, he had plunged the world into war and chaos. As Batman lay over Diana's body, beaten and bloody, he yells at Ares, telling him he will pay. Ares casually laughs and says, "Enlighten me. The fields of fire are littered with dead. All have fallen. Who are you to challenge the god of war?" In a last desperate attempt, Batman reaches out for the helmet of Ares. He didn't have a choice. There was no way a mere mortal would be able to defeat a god. As Batman slowly dons on the new helmet, he states, "Diana had warned me of his power to corrupt, but at that moment, I saw a possibility. If I took the helmet, I could use his powers mercifully. With restraint, for the first time in history, war would be fair." Transitioning into Earth Zero stratosphere, the satellite recon team has got the green light to drop Valhalla. Meanwhile, in the war room, the different leaders are fighting one another because they cannot agree to what action to take. In the following months after killing Ares and taking the helmet for himself, Batman becomes corrupted. He believed that the helmet showed him the truth. The helmet showed him that his codes were nothing but a weakness. The helmet helped him make the decisions he never made, which was to kill. After killing his former enemies, the Merciless turned on his friends and anyone who stood in his way. As he was laying siege to Olympus, he hears a voice that sounds familiar but makes him cold to the bone. The man that approaches the Merciless is the man who laughs. He says that his world is ending. The Merciless does not believe him at first, but the man who laughs explains, "In a matter of speaking, this world will end. If not for all the explosions, you would have felt the tremors. The helmet of yours lets you see into the hearts of men. I might not have a heart, but you know I'm telling the truth, and I wouldn't be here if I didn't have a proposition." He gives the Merciless a picture of Wonder Woman and he states he needs him on his team so as he can show the multiverse the meaning of war. Without hesitation, the Merciless joins the man who laughs because, as he says, "I had nothing left to lose and everything to gain, so I followed him." We fast forward to the day the Dark Knights entered our world. As the Dark Knights walked past the defeated League, the Merciless states he could not look at her. He also mentions the truth the helmet showed him. I wanted to avoid the sight of you. Beneath the tomb was a temple that was dedicated to this world's Batman. His tales and half measures, the tale of its futility and how the villains preyed on his mercy. The Court of Owls has systematically made preparations for Barbados to arrive slowly over the years by introducing Bruce to rare metals. The strike team hovers over Argus base, but when they arrive they are shocked to find the place destroyed. Even before Valhalla was launched, in their last efforts they drop the bomb expecting a giant explosion, but nothing happens. The pilots soon realize that the bomb had been absorbed by the Merciless. As the plane flies over, we see the rubble, the Merciless sitting in his throne of despair, while the leaders of the special unit team all pray to him. He states, "Now they see the truth. Their precious weapons only make me stronger." As we see the Merciless's flashback, Ares was not the one who had killed Wonder Woman. She had only been knocked out. As Wonder Woman reached for the helmet, it was Batman who struck her down and kept the helmet for himself. As he chokes Steve Trevor, he says, "I look at him and I see the man I used to be. He fights with mercy and restraint, which is why he will lose, and this world will fall to Barbados." Yeah, and there you have it, guys. That is the Merciless, the Batman who became the God of War. I think this was a pretty interesting take on the story, and I really loved the plot twist at the end. We really thought Ares was the one who actually killed Diana in the beginning, but it wasn't. So yeah, I mean, Batman was quite the bad guy in this, huh? I must say. But anyways, this video is powered by MyCityPulse as well. So it's a geomapping app, so don't forget to download that, and I love you guys.